Hello, everybody! Welcome back to QuestJunkies. It is Monday night, my dudes, which means it's time for some Wyld Ones with the Rhódania Chronicles. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
That's how you want to start a Twitch stream, isn't it? Yeah. Apologies to all the podcast listeners in the future.
You've been taking a leaf out of Jimothy's book, being not so eloquent.
I mean, that's just all of my hobbies and interest in it, let's face it. Anyway, yes, we are back. It is Monday, it's Rhódania, it's our homebrew world. We want to get right into things. Just a quick little thing. First of all, this is our only stream this week, as quite a few of the community are going to be joining me down in London for the rest of this week to go get our Mighty Nine on Wednesday, and then head over to MCM Comic-Con in London to have our first QuestJunkies meetup, which is going to be amazing. I'm just feeling a lot of nerves and mixed emotions about all of it. Mainly because I've spent all day prepping for it and been stressing myself out. But you know what? It's going to be wonderful. And we will have all the pictures and things to share when we are done. So, my dear friends, let's go around the table. If you'd be so kind, please introduce yourself and tell us who you will be playing tonight. Starting with Myrit.
I am aka Myrit the Pirate in my Feronia form for sure tonight. I am playing Feronia, the Circle of Stars, Feely's Druid, Artificer, Wild Brew Extraordinaire. Yeah.
Yeah. And love the Feronia ears. Like, they have to be permanent now. We have to keep them.
Oh no! And I brought back the flower as well, of course. So
the question is, are you gonna make some matching Jimothy ones from when we come back next week?
I never thought of that, but I might have to. I have to go to the pound shop again then and get the cat ears. I've crocheted these and put them on top of them. So
that's your homework for this week.
Yeah. Don't ask me to make any of the tails though, because that'll take forever.
Duly noted. Thank you so much, Grim.
Friends, hi. I have forgotten my Feronia years, but I'm Mike, literally Grim in chat. Tonight I will be reprising your second favorite small boy, Wes, the Alchemist Artificer / Rogue.
/ Rogue, eh? That's an interesting development. Curious to see where that goes. Thank you so much. Moving down the overlay, Wyatt.
Hi friends, I'm Wyatt. I play Reese, our College of Whispers Bard and Life Cleric multiclass. And Chaotic Cat in general.
Chaotic Cat in general. Love it. And last but certainly not least by any measure, Bridget.
Hello friends, my name's Bridget. I play Frank, the Way of the Long Death Shadowkai monk / warlock.
Yeah.
/ warlock. Oh my goodness, whatever could that mean? Maybe we'll find out. And I am Patch, the ever humble Dungeon Master. I play everybody else. So, with all that being said, where were we last we left off in the Rhódania Chronicles? After finalizing all the preparations for the journey ahead, the Wyld Ones had a somewhat emotional farewell with the two mums, and might have made it canon that there's possibly a thing brewing between them. Thanks for that gift, Mai. That was
You're welcome.
Amazing. Finish up some business in the city and joined Madeline aboard the Discourteous Rose, looking a little different than it used to, as it has been souped up and remodeled somewhat for the journey ahead, as they are heading towards a quite volatile landscape. Very cold, stormy. I'm sure it's fine though. And it was decided that they would wait until the following morning, because a night of drinks and celebrations apparently was called for. Some of the group chose not to partake in drinks, some absolutely did. And I believe one of the things that we left off with was us being raided, apparently. Hey, friends from Roll Together! Good to see you, friends. Hope you had a wonderful stream. We're just getting started, so you have timed it ever so perfectly. Thank you so much. One of the things that we left off on last week was seeing a passed out Feronia. Well, they passed out Wes. Just lumbered over the top. Whatever could that mean? Well, we rejoin our friends the following morning. I suspect at some point Rhys retired to bed and had a wonderful night's sleep with no hangover to worry about, no issues, no problems. But those of you drinking, well, Feronia, you must have been drinking heavy because before you've even opened your eyes, you just feel this weight pressing down upon you.
Can't breathe.
Some things like, if you want to try and push whatever this weight is off, you need to give me a strength check.
Myra also needs to get her dice again. I always forget this. I'm gonna give it a go. I know.
You give it a go.
D20 out. That would be 14.
14. Okay. You managed to just lift. It's not huge, whatever it is, but it's elements of it are bony and it's kind of
So pointy.
but it is like a real dead weight. And what do you do? Like once you've lifted it up, do you just throw it to the side or?
I mean, can I see what it is, or am I just in the darkness right now?
Roll me a d20.
The perception check.
In fact, no, make this a constitution save.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Well,
17.
A 17, okay. You managed to just your vision's really blurry because it's bright, because it's clearly early morning. You're not quite sure, but as you begin to focus as you're holding this weight up, whatever it is, it's got Wes's hair. So maybe it's Wes?
Right, I'm gonna see with one of my hands if I can pull the hair to see if I can reveal whoever this is.
Okay.
If not pull the hair like this, but I mean put my head on the scalp and just kind of pull. I don't want to pull any hair out, you know.
Okay, so you reach up and you just push hair out the face. Right as Wes, you feel some movement on your face as you begin to stir. You're not sure what it is, but you also feel weightless at the moment.
Strong kitty.
no, I want another dark toe and stormy, not the. Oh, your beans are so squishy. Is that a jelly bean or a toe bean? And kind of just peers the eyes a little bit. Oh, that was the pillow I fell asleep on yesterday.
You fell asleep on. Get you,
Hi,
right.
I'm Wes, by the way, in case you forgot. You okay?
Well, I can barely breathe.
Am I that heavy? A few drinks really packed on some weight.
Hey, you fat fuck.
Yeah, probably.
I imagine that I'm still holding it, you're still on me, but it only hovering over me a wee bit. It's
So, are we gonna stay like this? Are you gonna cuddle, or do you want me to just yeet you across the room?
Still kind of tired. If you eat me across the room, I could take a longer nap.
I'll just roll him over to next to me. I can't be arsed.
Oh,
Easy enough.
I'm
Thanks,
hungover,
Sonia.
right? Just what?
and falls right back asleep.
Thanks, sort of true.
Okay.
Now that I have the Wes-shaped mass off of me, just gonna like roll over to my side and just kind of look at him and just be like,
I don't know. Hello.
and just kind of like put a bit of his hair like out of his face.
As you do that, like getting a real like uninterrupted clear look, now you do see the kitsugi lines on his skin from his little trip to the astral sea, and it's seeing it up close. Like you'd noticed it before, but you try not to pay much attention to it. But seeing it up close, like it's striking, and yet kind of suits him.
I'm just gonna like trace some of the lines on his face. I'm assuming that he's still, or hoping that he's still asleep and doesn't feel anything. But just kind of be like, I'm assuming there's some like across his head and his cheek, just very quickly, just like,
Hey, pretty.
No, the baguette, not the sourdough. I want the baguette. Thanks, Mom.
oh my god. And with that, I'm just going to put my cardigan over him like a blanket.
Okay.
Hey, Worm. You pisshead.
Just no response. It's just deep sleep.
As
Cool. All right.
as this is happening, Frike, where did you pass out? Or is this a loaded question?
Well, yes.
Where did you pass out? Yes.
Can I say the captain's quarters?
If you like.
Sure. Yeah.
I,
I'll say that as you... hang on. I've got a thingy for this. I think. Let me just check something real quick. As you begin to stir, the first thing you notice is the smell of fresh coffee. And you sort of begin to lift your head up and reorient yourself in the room, and just across from the very large, like 3-person size bed, there is a small table with 2 chairs, steaming pot of coffee with 2 cups, and in one of the chairs is Madeline in a nightgown, just writing some notes.
Now I have to think about Frike's campwear. Sorry, the chat. Okay, so what would Frank's campwear be? I imagine it's not too different from Shadowheart off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
you vibe that goth girl.
Lady of Death. Yeah, so she would, yeah, coffee sounds pretty good, and the company sounds just a bit better. Gonna, wake up and sit in the chair across from Madeline.
She doesn't look away from her notes, but she puts the quill in her mouth and just slides the cup over to you.
She'll take it and...
Pretty good at handling your beer, aren't you?
I've had practice.
Yeah, you have. Well, get that supped up and get ready. We're taking off today.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I feel like that's probably not the first time you've said that in the last 12 hours, so from there, we'll go. Elsewhere in the ship, Reese, we've already sort of established in the past that Reese is an early riser, so where would we find Reese early in the morning?
Well, I like to think that anytime Reese gains new abilities, especially on his path of clerichood, he has a dream about like how to use these new powers. One of which is remove curse. And so, Reese, when he awakens, immediately thinks about the gloves that cannot be removed from teeny tiny paws. And things kind of connect in his mind.
Okay.
And so he will go on a search, finding Rhódania being absolutely squished by Wes. And preferring not to get entangled with that, he will step away and go to the bridge and wait for them to wake up on their own.
Okay.
And in doing so, he's probably going to watch the sunrise.
I'm going to throw this in just because it's fun and because it's a... Wait, no, you've got crazy high passive perception, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
21.
So as you open the door to the Rose's Thorn, where everyone had passed out, you just like pop your head through the door, and what you actually see is Rhódania side by side with Wes, just caressing his face.
Nope.
With
I
that,
will roll a stealth to make sure no one saw me.
okay, you go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Cool. $25. I think I have a plus 11 now to stealth. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. 25.
There's not even a puff of smoke from where you like zoomed off.
Not gonna touch that.
And then you quickly jaunt back up to the main deck of the ship. Just as the sun is beginning to appear on the horizon, you see the burnt oranges and yellows and slight purples of the sky just fading in between the colours just as dawn is about to come. And it is a clear sky as the ship has lifted up from the city and is preparing to disembark.
It's like to himself. Didn't really get views like this on Galea. Is Madeline at the wheel?
Not yet.
Not yet. So we're just lifted up.
You can see that there's other, like, sort of crewmates that are, like, preparing to disembark, but are waiting for Madeline to actually pilot. But it looks like they're nearly ready, so it should be fairly shortly.
Oh, well. We did say we would work. Darn it. Okay. I'll try and go, like, find a duty board.
Duty board. You said duty.
On the poop deck.
Duty on the poop deck.
Notification board sort of thing. Like a
It's like
duty board.
a
I was
chore
always
board.
thinking
What?
like a toilet cleaning board or something. Like that's what I was thinking when you said duty board.
Well, duties, like what things to be done, chores to be done throughout the day.
I'll say that over the next, like, 30 minutes or so, like, it's easy enough. Like, you go over and there's a couple of workers that are like, oh, if you could help us tie this rigging down and help us do this and that. And you get a few bits and bats to do, just to pitch in and keep you occupied. They're very appreciative of the help. So over the next 30 minutes, Madeline gets dressed, finishes the pot of coffee, hands Frike her gowns, and says, well, join us when you're ready. You don't want to miss it.
Of course.
And she just, like, tweaks a little nose at you and walks out. Lock the door behind you.
Yes, Captain. Getting dressed, joining everyone.
And we see, whereas you are eventually woken up as Fellowman has returned to start cleaning up and is trying to kick everyone out. Fronia, you hear him coming. He's like, oh, you know, all right, come on. Captain wants everyone on the deck. So come on, mate. Let's go.
Just have to ask nicely, okay?
If you wouldn't mind, please, Mom, the captain has requested your presence on the deck.
Mom, I'm not a mother.
And she just kind of just scoots past him.
I ain't no mother.
I don't fucking know. Looks down at Wes like, you alright?
No, but thanks for asking. What did we drink last night?
What didn't you drink last night? That's the fucking question.
Oh, yeah. I just remember laughing at Feronia and then passing out, and I don't even know how it happened. Huh. All right, well, thank you very much for the drinks. And yes, I will be glad to go. You may call me now, and he will escort himself out.
I like to think that during like that little interaction, Feronia has been waiting for him in the doorway just to hurry the fuck on. Come on.
You just hear, as you walk out, Fellman go, thanks.
You're welcome.
Sure, whatever. Alright, let's get to work. He starts cleaning up. And one by one, you all find yourself on the deck of the ship.
The moment that I see Feronia, I'm gonna pounce.
Okay. So, Feronia, as you walk up onto the deck, your eyes still a little bit woozy, like from the sun that is now like rising full in the sky. There's suddenly this massive shadow as Big Cat pounces. Go ahead and roll me make me a dexter. No, let's call this a grapple. So, make a strength check, and Fronia do acrobatics or athletics to counter it.
No.
Oh,
Got that one.
natural
So-
one.
I got an 11.
I'm hungover.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's like you get up onto
I've got disadvantage.
you get up onto the deck of the ship, and like the fresh air hits you, and you know what it's like when you've been drinking and the fresh air hits you. You're just like,
I know too well. Yeah.
and then just.
Counts. Reese is gonna pick up one of the paws, look at the glove, try to take it off. Doesn't budge.
Doesn't budge.
I will put her paw in her face. What is this?
That is a glove.
Why doesn't it come off?
I don't know.
Why have I never seen you take it off?
Because I can't take them off.
Why? What is it? What do they do?
Fit.
What do they do?
They keep my beans warm.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Where's my insight? 22.
Well, I rolled a 9, but she's not actually being deceptive. They do keep her warm, though.
Yeah, she's not lying.
Yeah, but she's trying to like get around the bush with what they do or what they are.
Mate, she's hungover as fuck. You've just launched yourself on her and grabbed her paws and then stuck it in her face. Well, how else would she fucking react?
I'm taking that clip out of context.
I've known you for how long and you haven't taken these off? That's disgusting. No matter how warm your beans are.
They sometimes make my paws tingle, if that helps.
Tingly paws is no good.
Yeah.
I have an idea. And I'm going to poke it. And I'm going to trace a crescent moon onto the leather of each glove. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to cast Remove Curse. And as you do, the moon lights up, flares just a little bit with super light blue energy, and then fades.
Extra shiny and shit. Oh, thanks. Does that make me all like moony?
Take him off.
And take him off.
Take him off. Try. Just humor me, please.
Instead of using her actual paw, she's going to try and do it with her mouth. And
They're budging!
You pull with your teeth and they come right off.
They're just hanging out her mouth.
And
Come
then
off!
Reese is still like directly over her. Absolutely, like the stench just hits him. He's like,
You're an arsehole.
prestidigitation, and just like clean everything.
Athlete's paw.
Oh,
Just terrible. It's like bright green.
Pause.
Oh, cheers,
It's like
mate.
prestidigitation.
Smells fruity.
Good. It's better than what it did smell like. That was too cheesy. He smelled like cheesy feet before
No,
he
don't
died.
say that. Don't say
Before
that.
he died.
Fuck you, don't say that.
No.
That's just
You
rude.
did. Also,
You
your
got
breath is
cheesy face.
terrible. You need a goat brush.
Why are you being so mean to me?
Gift of gab.
oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Okay, and Reese will back up and help her to her feet.
Well, thank you. I don't know what to do with these gloves now, so,
And she's
Don't
just
put
going to
them back on.
yeet them over the deck. Over the side.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
Just kind of like both sides.
Okay, so you throw them. You're casting Guiding Bolt.
On them. Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll for a spell attack.
I was planning on keeping these gloves as well, just for shits and gigs, but
Cool. I'm gonna cast it
Like being flourishy.
at the 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
That's a +6. 21.
21. Describe what it looks like, because the gloves are just completely engulfed by the guiding bolt.
Cool. Feronia tosses them over the side of the ship. Reese does not want anyone else to put their hands into those stinky things, let alone what the absolute just havoc in someone else just going through what like Feronia went through, and just like, no, we're not doing that. So he's going to shoot guiding bolt at them, and there's been a little bit of an upgrade, so it's not just like this laser pointer anymore. It's a laser pointer with a spiral around it, and it's just I don't know how to put it. It's just like laser pointer, and then once it hits,
I think for any anime fans out there, it would look like a special beam cannon or a makanko sopo, whatever I'm probably butchering the original translation. One of those. But yes, Feronia. Right in front of your eyes.
Looks like I have to get new gloves then. It's a bit chilly up here.
I will say it's about now you notice, you just feel the breeze between your beans. And you never realize just how good that feels. Just for your little paws to be free.
Oh, I've just realized something as well. Veronia's gonna take out her pipey bags.
Oh, this is weird. They don't tingle anymore.
And she's gonna try and play.
Give me a
You want me to roll
performance
a
check.
performance?
Performance check with disadvantage.
Yeah. Four.
4. You take a deep breath. You breathe into the instrument and you squeeze. And it's just air. No sound.
For the viewers and the players out there, Feronia can no longer play the pipey bags. Much to everyone else's pleasure, probably.
I mean, there was some good performances here and there.
Reese is gonna be very curious. I unfortunately have to get a call. I will be right.
Okay.
What are the other two of you doing as all this happens? As you witnessed the whole thing.
What happened to your song? The pipey song?
Don't know, my hands don't tingle anymore when I touch it. Or when I'm near it.
Are you sure it's not the instrument?
You can give it a go, I just think I've lost my vibe.
Just gonna hand the pipey bags over to Frike.
She can give it a
Remember
try.
to play it. Remember to play it the way I taught you.
Of course.
Don't play it like the normies.
Let's be upside down, remember?
I'm remembering last time she tried this, she did hold it upside down, but she managed to play it. Okay. This one. It's a nat 1 plus 1.
Oh no.
2. Okay, no more real dice.
Much like with Feronia's attempt, just air. Nothing.
It's very strange.
Anyone else want to go? Otherwise, I might as well throw these over the fucking edge.
Nothing extreme, little cat.
Yeah, my mum's after all, so.
Wes, maybe you could fix what's wrong with them if there is something wrong with them.
Can I give it a look over? Just a quick investigation to see if there's anything unusual or different about the pipey bags?
I will say, give me investigation or give me arcana.
We'll do investigation.
Okay.
Natural 20 for a total of 32.
Natural
Fuck you
20.
now.
Back-to-back 1 and a 20. Folks, if you got nat 20 emotes, get them spammed in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I would
Sorry, I was
say...
spaced out for a second there.
It's all right. With a natural 20, it takes you moments to realize that while you don't fully understand the nature of the enchantment that was put upon these gloves, or curse, whichever one it was, needless to say, it is disenchanted. You feel like you probably couldn't replicate the same enchantment or curse, whichever one it was. But given a little bit of time, you might be able to make it work in your own way.
Kind of just reluctantly hand it back to Feronia. So the bad news is, whatever the gloves were, or is unintended, instrumental to the pipey bags as its performance was. But I guess the question is, do you want to play the same tune without the gloves? Or do you want to make a new one? This is the first time I discovered you actually have paws on your hands and not just some figment of imagination. So this is just as mind-blowing to me as it is to everyone else. But if you want, you can create your own music and not worry about what some gloves define you as. Make a new song.
I could always just get you sent back to Mum. Burry was always a better player than me anyway, but...
Burry's not here to defend himself. You are.
Maybe I could learn how to play the goose. Goose is always a fun one. Work my way up to pipey bags again.
Now you're talking.
I'll just skip the chanter. It was annoying. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll find some sort of makeshift thing. Maybe I can learn to sing.
Ooh.
I don't know. See? But it is nice to feel the breeze between my beans, so... I almost forgot what colour I had. I mean, I never really saw my paws before, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah?
Maybe when band gets back together, we could try swapping instruments.
I realised I was
You could be a-
muted. Feronia, as you look at your paws, give me perception or investigation. Your choice.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do investigation because I got +5 instead of +4. So that'll be a 19.
A 19. It's funny when you do stop to look at your paws. It is like seeing them for the first time because you don't remember seeing them before. You notice something that looks a little off, and you just sort of part the fur around your left paw. And there's a scar. There's a scar that goes from the center of your palm all around the left side and round to the back. And where the back is, there's a crescent moon.
Man, is shit. Sorry. Is it a recent scar? Or is it old?
I'd say, what did you roll again? Was it a
So 14 plus 5, so 19.
19? I'd say it looks pretty old.
Okay. She really is a moonie.
Okay. Reese, I got a moon on my hand. Is this your den?
As you look up, Reese is slipped off elsewhere on the ship. Seems to have roped himself into helping with the preparation.
Okay, so he knocks me over, he rips and destroys my lovely looking gloves, and then just as he's left some sort of moon thing behind, or there's some moon relation, I don't know, he just fucks off. Yeah. Anyway, who's hungry?
Must be a calling card. I'm starving, though. Wonder who has coffee. I smell it.
Around about this time, Frike, as you look over the deck of the ship, over the city, it's now sort of beneath you, beginning to stir in the early morning. Emotions a little bit mixed at the moment, but you can't help but think back to the message you got when you tried to contact Connell. His words echoing in your ear. I'm not going to do the accent because
It.
Frike? It's really you this time. Excellent. I'll figure out how to get out of here. I'll find Phobos. And then there was like some muffled sounds. And you heard from a little bit of a distance, Connor going, "Hey! Give that back! It's..." And it cuts off. So it sounded like
Okay.
whatever he was up to, he was in the middle of kicking some sort of ass, as he tends to be. But he sounded good.
Okay.
You hold on to the words specifically about him figuring out how to get there and finding Phobos. And those words just linger in your mind as you sort of snap back out of it and you hear Wes talking about coffee.
I could go for a second cup.
You already beat us to it, Frank? And didn't share?
You
Man.
do realise, Wes, that I always have the brown stuff in my pocket. Coffee.
Then pulls out the flask that has like just.
I found out this is coffee, so do you want some? I'm not a fan of the stuff.
There was a very awkward, pregnant, difficult pause as he took that in an entirely different direction.
I'm remembering when, like, we were looking for lichen and Reese wanted to sort through Ferroni's bag and she was like, "Good luck, I carry shit in there."
Bullshit.
Yeah, you said that too.
I know. Oh.
There's no tight shit in there. So you gonna have some?
Sure. Let's could find a place to sit and watch the sunrise.
I don't know how, but it still stays warm every time. Unless you want, like, it to be an iced one. You could leave it on the side, or pour it out, or... I don't know. Tankard.
I'm not picky.
It's about this time that you're all sort of almost knocked off your feet as you feel the vibrations of arcane energy in the air. You hear a loud laugh from the wheel of the ship as Madeline disembarks the Discourteous Rose. Well, say your last farewells. Might be a while before we come back. Might not come back at all. But we're gonna do the impossible. You can see, like, some of the crew are running over to the side of the ship and are waving the city off.
Titanic way.
Wes. I think Wes is going to rush to the front of the ship specifically, just kind of out of reach of everyone, and just kind of sit at the crest. And he is just enamored by the view, and just kind of like at the front. This is his first time ever on a Sky Carver, so he's just taking everything in, and just at the front, just like a kid in a candy store for the first time, just taking everything in.
And it is a beautiful sight. You see the familiar cityscape of Berthy over the next few minutes just get smaller and smaller. As the ship begins to move, I'll say anyone that is looking, I won't make you roll perception for it, but on the roof of a familiar house, you can see two mammies and a small boy. They're both stood together with the small boy on one shoulder each,
Oh my god, my heart.
waving you off.
Ugh.
Guys, we forgot about how in the world did we forget our small boy?
Fine, the mammy said someone to look after, so
Yeah,
he's all good. And look, he's an adult.
he's got his own.
Thank
journey
you.
now.
Infantilize him.
He's going on dates. He's got his own adventure to go on.
Rhódania has grown up.
Isn't that right, Brim?
Riv is getting some.
I just
Took
worry
you
about
44
Brim, you know?
episodes to realize.
Brim's getting so old so quick, and I don't want to miss those moments, you know?
It's fine. We'll send him a postcard. That's what we always do.
All right.
Yeah, we'll send him some fruit leather. We got some fruit leather.
You did.
Plus, and eventually in a couple of months, the moon lotus will fruit, and I don't know, maybe Mammy can learn to do some fruit leather for him. I'd be a little bit peppery though, so, but we'll see.
We'll get him something novelty at Morganoth. It's fine. We went to Morganoth, and all he got was a stupid T-shirt.
Damn, I was actually going to start saying that. And you
Like, t-shirt.
Hashtag
I
new
wonder
merch.
The gift shop of gods and goddesses looks like.
Maybe you'll find out.
Next time on Quest Junkies.
Yes. So,
Just
the way we're going to do things now, a little bit like we did before, but a little bit different. Because this is like long distance travel. So, after the modifications to the ship, and after plotting the course, you'll have had a discussion with Madeline about the specifics, but the generalization of it is that it'll take 5 days to get it within the general area, which is considered to be the safe zone. Now, distance-wise, from there to Morrigan-Ath, it's probably about 3/4 of a day. But that doesn't factor in the weather, which is always so hostile that it's never been attempted before. So she has said, if we take it slowly, call it 2 days. So 7 days total. But she has said, if you want to make that last trek on foot, and you don't want me to run the Skycarver into the storm, we can do it that way. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Mm-hmm.
So for day 1, who would like to be the first to roll? Straight away, without hesitation. Okay, Rhódania.
What do you need me to roll?
I would like you to roll me a D100.
Oh no. Okay, baby. Which D100 should I use? Let's use this one. And this one with bubbles looks fun. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be an 11.
An 11?
I'm rolling low
Okay.
on the D100s the last few days. I rolled a 6 last Wednesday, didn't I? So
You did.
sorry, guys.
And just a fun behind-the-scenes fact, for prepping for an upcoming thing for Quest Junkies, I asked the players to roll a fate roll, a D100, and one of the players, someone in the chat actually, rolled a 1% on a D100.
Ooh.
And I am so happy. All that to come in the future. But with an 11. Is it an 11? Yeah, it was.
11.
11.
Yeah. 11.
The first day, the skies couldn't be clearer. The sun shines high in the sky. It's cold. Your beans feel it without them mittens.
Oh, I'll eat beans.
But there's something kind of nice about it, even though it's very cold. And you have the knowledge that it's about to get a lot colder the further north that you go. But the winds are fair, and there is no interruptions.
Oh no, it's the calm before the storm, isn't it?
You don't know.
I like it.
Are there any particular RP moments any of you would like to do on day 1 of the journey?
Rhódania's going to start knitting some gloves.
Okay.
But she's a bit fumbly because it's like having new legs. So
Yeah.
I'm so used to having something here while I'm knitting, but
I think Frike would want to check in with Wes about the
Okay.
super secret project we may have started.
Me.
Interesting. But I'm guessing this would be like below deck then somewhere.
Sure.
Okay. I'll take out the wind and stuff. So somewhere below deck. Rhódania and Wes?
no, Frike and Wes.
Frike and Wes, sorry. Yes.
I imagine there's a knock on the door. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Come in.
Opening the door.
Ah. I see the client has returned for another round.
Oh my.
Put everything back down. And I imagine to be as terribly ostentatious as possible, he has a swivel chair and specifically requested it as part of his
God.
makeshift workshop. Swivels towards Frike. So, now that we're alone, kind of motions to close the door.
How's it going with the prank? Planning for the
Well,
prank.
I have a couple of ideas in mind, but gonna need your input.
Okay.
Because I can't go further without any of these wonderful plans until I know you are absolutely satisfied with my care. So,
All ears.
we want something subtle and memorable. I was thinking, if you want something subtle and memorable, there's something that my dad had made way back when. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's called a Jack-in-the-Box. Now, this particular subtle tune that's required in the Jack-in-the-Box has a little bit of a nice, cute musical note before the surprise pops out. Now, if you want something subtle and memorable, it doesn't have to be a musical tune, but it can actively put Rhódania in a state of constant anxiety. It could be a mystery box. It could be a letter, an envelope. But the moment, the single moment the open letter strikes, now I was thinking confetti, something subtle, something harmless, but certainly memorable. We could even do a little bit of glue and bird feathers. I'm not against, getting a bird up here. We're basically in their neck of the woods. So if you want something that'll just resonate for a day or two, you could do that. Another one, well, it's not as subtle, but I think it could work very subtly. I could say, or you could say, have some kind of issue you want Rhódania to take a look at. And while they're distracted, you slip something into her back pocket. And on a random timely note, it goes off and everyone hears it. Something loud, like an alarm or, I don't know, a glitter bomb. Are these ideas you had in mind, or something a little more direct?
I'm gonna think on it. I think number one is elegant, but let's remember who this is really for. And I'm gonna send you a message, Mike.
Huh. I have misinterpreted my client's intentions. I am so sorry. I suppose I'll have to give you a discount on this, just for error internally. I'll have to work on this.
It's all right. These things happen.
Well, this changes the script, doesn't it? Elegant, you say? Something flashy. Something spectacular. Even the sun and moon will remember our destiny. Okay, well, in this instance, our target is a little more aware of these sorts of things than we initially anticipated, and to do it without magic is going to have to require a little subterfuge. This may take some time. We'll have to plant the seeds when they're not looking.
I trust it will happen when the time is right, and I look forward to seeing what other devious machinations your mind is capable of producing, Liz.
Is that a compliment from the customer?
Of course.
Haven't had one of these in a long time.
Obviously, these things take a subtle touch, so it doesn't need to happen right away. I trust that when the time is right, we'll know.
Well, you did request in advance, so you are a priority. I think that's important. But this will also require a little more delicate of an operation. some studying, shall we say.
Of course.
I have a hint, but I just need a little time to see what makes the most sense. Okay.
If there's anything else I can do to further your endeavors, please let me know.
Well, the game has changed. And if the game has changed, that means I have to change. I'll let you know. Give me a couple of days to figure this out. This is within my skill set, I believe. But I'm just not sure if I have something for you right now.
That's all right. Take your time. Until we meet again.
You know where to find me. Actually, everyone knows where to find me. Oh, this is a really bad idea. What was I thinking putting my office here? Anyway, we'll catch up later.
She's gonna head out.
Okay. So, any other RP things anyone wants to go over on this first day? Just to give you a bit of context to what you missed, Reese. The ship took off. Fernie is a little bit upset about the instrument, but never mind. Fernie also made the first roll for the day's travel and rolled an 11, which was the skies are clear. So is there anything from either you or Feronia that you would like to do on this first day on the ship?
As I mentioned, she'll be knitting some new gloves, or at least attempting to. There's probably a lot of drop stitches. I don't know. Just kind of vibing.
Okay.
Reese feels really bad that Feronia can no longer play the pipey bags. Did not realize that the only reason she played the pipey bags was because of the gloves.
They gave me advantage, basically. It's the only way that I was allowed to have the bagpipes on my character sheet.
I know. Okay, so for a little bit, Reese will like try to console her, like, I'm so sorry. Maybe there's another instrument, or maybe I can teach you how to play the flute.
It's fine. I'm sure I'll find something to play. Like, maybe... maybe we can, like... I know this sounds a bit morbid, but if we happen to find some sort of, like, windpipe thing for some sort of bird, that'd be kind of cool. You know...
A wind
I don't know.
pipe thing from a bird.
I mean, it'd be a bit weird if I got it from an aracocra or something, but, you know, like a normal bird. There are normal birds out here, aren't there?
I would not put it past you for playing an instrument made from an aarakocra. As weird as that is, it would not surprise me.
Maybe try something else. Okay. We could try something else.
I mean, I feel like the windpipe, the trachea, is a little too fleshy. Maybe one of their bones, because bird bones are hollow.
Hey. Oh, wow.
They make very good flutes.
Well, you've got the flute covered. Maybe I don't play the flute. What about...
I mean, you could do, like, a flute with something on the end of it. Like, maybe, like, if you whittled down a reed a little bit, maybe you can, like, jerry-rig something to put at the top, and you could play, like, a...
That just sounds like a chanter to me. I did say maybe a goose, because that's above the chanter. But, I don't know, maybe I should play something else rather than windy.
Well,
Maybe
like
I can
a
hit
bullring.
something. Yeah, I can hit something. We haven't got any percussion at the moment, so I can fill that slot until Connell comes back. Maybe
I wonder if there's something like the lower decks that we could like.
Maybe something clinky.
Linky?
Clinky.
Like
a triangle.
A triangle.
I don't know. Maybe there's other musicians on the boat. We can ask them. Certainly not a trombone. That's a bit silly.
Is it though?
Feronia.
I couldn't pull off a trombone.
As you're having this conversation, you're looking out across the ship, and
Oh no!
You see Connell just stood chatting to someone, and as someone walks past, your vision's blocked, and as they go past, you look again, and it's not Connell. It's just another Earth Genasi, one of the crew members.
Fucking Patch, why do you do this to me? I think with that, she just immediately the mood has changed, and she's just gonna be like,
Can we talk about this later? I think I just need to be alone.
Of course. I'm sorry again.
It's not you. Trust me. It's just I miss Connell.
I think we all do. You're not alone.
I feel like so much has changed.
They have. But things are supposed to change. It gets stale.
I just keep thinking back to the first time we were on this boat, you know? Sure, there was a big fuck-off dragon that popped up and we nearly broke the thing. So it's changed. Let's back on the boat.
You know, I was kind of trepidatious about getting back on this boat.
Oh, me too. Got accused of murder. I pretty much broke the thing, with Connell's help, of course. You ended up... What did you end up doing? Did you, like, remove someone's legs? And he was, like, in the knees or something?
No.
It's a bit fuzzy.
You know that bloke,
Fellerman. Yeah, Fellerman.
Yeah. I don't like him.
I know you do, but
I mean, I can do this thing where I can manipulate someone.
You haven't done that to me, have you?
No. I don't. No.
Alright.
No, I didn't do it to you.
Check.
You would remember. You would be wearing a wreath of thorns.
Oh. Actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, there's that. I also made him absolutely terrified of me. No, but Bob did make his leg disappear.
I was Bob. My memory is so shit. Which reminds me, so you know when you took the glovies off and sorry, flicked my ear. This kind of, I know, is this on my paw?
And just shows the scar that goes round into the back, showing a crescent moon.
Do you know what this might mean? Is this something to do with your moon, bitch?
Hold on.
What?
That is aggressive language.
Moon biatch.
But hold on.
Moon lady.
Yes, Moon Lady. That works
Moony.
too.
Moony.
I cast Identify on it.
You cast Identify on it.
This is Fix Feronia Day, clearly.
Let me
I'm
just
just-
look up the specifics.
I'm curious if it'll let me do it. It says an object that I can touch throughout the casting of the spell.
How dare you objectify me?
It's technically not an object, but you are casting it on Feronia, technically.
If you touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Ooh. Do I want to know that? I don't know. I said it anyway, so we're doing it, but
Cool. No takesy backsies.
no takesy backsies.
Backsy.
I can't gift of gab this. It's been too long.
Takesy backsies to backsy.
As you complete the ritual, the only thing that you pick up is that you're identifying a sad kitty.
I have no idea what it is.
I thought I'd ask. You know, don't ask, don't want, don't ask, don't get. Thank you anyway.
You're welcome. I appreciate you. I hope you know how much you and the rest of the group mean to me. I know I don't always express it, but I do love you guys.
Love you too. We all love you. Me more than anyone else.
I mean, you're my favorite. Everyone knows that.
Don't tell the others.
It's our secret.
Us Chaos Kitties gotta stay together.
Hey, us kitties. It'll get better. I have to believe that.
It's like I always say, you know, even when things are shit and things are hard, just smile, otherwise the only other thing you can do is cry.
But crying is cathartic. Sometimes you just need the release.
I know. And sometimes screaming into the ether is also a good release too. But some of us have got to stay strong for the rest of the group. Especially now that our shield is no longer here. We're our own shields.
We are.
Yeah. And I mean, some of us even have the big physical fuckers and just kind of like gestures. I don't know if you have your shield on you, but
Recently,
just kind of just kind of does the whole movement. Then
I do have the big shield.
yeah,
Yeah. It'll get better.
Veronica's just going to put her, I suppose now this is the first time she's probably touched Reese with her bare hands, bare paws. Puts her paws on his arm. And just looks at him.
my big question is, are you okay?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I miss home a bit,
That's fair. When did you last talk to home?
Before I left.
Oh, wow.
It's been a little while.
Oh, darling or sweetheart. I know that you've been around us, but you must be feeling so incredibly lonely.
I mean, whenever I feel lonely, I write in my journal, write a letter home. I never send them, but it makes me feel a little bit connected to them. And I'm not too worried about it, You guys protect me, I protect you. We'll each get back to where we belong in due time. None of the stories that my mentor told me talks about the loneliness and the missing of home. It's always about the fighting the dragons and getting the horde and the gold and winning and being heroes. It's never about the longing for a cup of tea with your mother.
And to be honest, everyone talks about glory of being a hero and being adventurers, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a homebody and being with your community. Being home. Maybe that's what the glory is. Maybe that's the big adventure for some people. Not that I would remember, but having a piece of home is always nice. But if all you've really known is home and then you've left and then zero contact, of course it's going to be fucking difficult. At least I don't remember much of it, which was the kind of good thing about it.
But there's still that longing for the place that you did call home, even if you didn't know it.
I suppose, yeah.
And I think it's the same for everyone, even Frike to some degree.
Yeah.
But
I know we'll never replace your family, but just know that we are your family. Yeah. Great minds think alike.
You guys are found family. There's a difference between blood and found. Both of them have their pros and their cons. The physical location of home.
Hey, look at us, for fuck's sake.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that in a nice way. Like, we bicker and we fight all the time. Like, you are my brother.
And you're my sister. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
No. Oh, look at us, a bunch of sad pussycats.
Yeah.
I know you don't drink, but do you fancy going to the bar?
No.
You fancy getting a carry out and sitting in our room? Oh wait, you've probably got your own room anyway, but you can hang out in my room. You can have a bit of a sleepover. Sound good?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. We can brush each other's fur and talk about boys.
I don't like anyone.
I'll talk about boys.
You'll talk about one boy.
No! I can talk
Yes.
about my exes and them and her and just all of them.
The ones that try to kill me?
No, all of them tried to kill you. Only one tried to kill you. You don't know the rest of my exes, mate.
I don't know if I want to.
I
I'll
can
let
talk
you read my
about.
journal.
Yes, please. All right. Gossip. You can read mine, but there's nothing in it apart from pictures and doodles of you guys.
That's still fun. We'll trade journals.
Okay. Should we do that now or when we get to the room?
When we get to the room, I don't show anyone my journal.
Okay. Let's get on then. Let's go get our gym jams
let's go.
on. We'll brush our hair, fur, and oh my god, I know I could kind of have shiny clothes, but we could probably do our nails.
Oh no. I just realized we're going to a cold biome. I'm going to shed.
Oh no. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to shed.
I guess we're going to find out.
It'll be fucking cold either way. But anyway, go on, let's go gab.
And Feronia is gonna just jump up onto Reese's shoulder and just kind of like do like this sort of thing on their head.
It's like, off we go! Tell who, motherfuckers!
Hello.
Okay. First of all, amazing stuff, both of you.
Thank you.
I will say, at one point in the night, if you're trading journals, Reese, you open up Feronia's journal. For the first time, you actually see the message in the front of the journal. Only when the mist in the morning arrives shall you walk the path of Feronia.
And you read it, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we saw it.
Oh.
Trace it, gently scratching the paper with my claw.
And the two of you spend the rest of the night laughing and making core memories, I'm sure, together. So, unless there's anything else, would you all like to move on to the next day?
The next day.
To the next day.
Slumber party!
Can I?
make a quest?
Yes.
May I forego a long rest and take a point of exhaustion for staying up all night?
If you wish.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. You have a point of exhaustion.
Crazy bitch.
Thank you.
I don't. Long rest.
So, who would like to roll for the second day of travel? Right?
Right.
All right.
Bye.
Let's have a D100, pretty please.
$60.
60. Okay. Can I have another D100, please?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Shit's about to hit the fan!
2 for 1.
You're in danger.
42.
42.
Isn't that the meaning of life?
It is.
Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have one last D100 roll?
Excuse me?
Calm the fuck down!
Lots? What?
38.
38. Okay, cool. Cool.
We're gonna die now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Patch. I'm gonna beat you up on Friday.
It's all good. All right, don't threaten me with a good time. The second day begins. as you get to the top deck of the ship, you see it's quite overcast. It's not so bad that you can't see anywhere around you. You can see off in the distance, but it's like you're currently sailing through clouds. Madeline sort of says, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's not great, not terrible. It'll be fine. And Reese, with your passive perception, looking out over the deck of the ship, you do see something in the sky.
Oh no.
That fucking dragon's back, isn't it?
Fucking bitch.
Whatever it is, it's coming
Sky
close
pirates.
at an alarming
Sky pirates.
speed.
The Skyrates.
And that's why we're going to go ahead and take our break. So,
Oh,
In
mate.
Skyrates.
do join us in about
Yes.
5-10 minutes' time as we find out what it is that our dear Frike has rolled. It's not what you expect. See you shortly.
Doomed us.
And welcome back, dear friends, to the
Hey.
Rhódania Chronicles right here on QuestJunkies. So, hang on a second. We had a tense moment where we left off. Do I still have my tense music? Ooh. Do you know what? I don't think I do. Just checking. I did a cleanup of my Sirenscape recently, so I forget what I still have and what I don't have anymore. Okay, what's this one? All right, we'll go for this instead. If it works, it's thinking about it. Just to add to the tension. There we go.
Just killing us.
So, as you all look off the side of the ship, Reese, you're the first to notice a silhouetted figure in the sky, easily seen against the clouds. It's small. Either that or it's really far away. Not sure at first. But at the speed that the ship is going, it's closing fast. As it begins to get closer, you see it is small. It's humanoid.
I am preparing Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Around about this time, the rest of you all notice that Reese's focus is locked on something in the sky, and you look in that direction. And you see a shocking sight.
Fuck's
Is
sake.
that a man? It's you hear this muffled cry of help me, please help me. Before collides with the sail of the ship and lands on the ground. With a massive thud and okay. That was unexpected. You see this robed figure sprawled out on the deck of the ship, like everyone who's working on the deck has just stopped and is staring.
Still have Guiding Bolt prepared.
Uh-huh. The
I'm gonna
energy
go up to him and kick
charging
him.
in your paw. You're gonna go up and kick him?
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll follow Ferroni, but she won't kick him.
What's going on? And he turns over, and you see this middle-aged man, human, in like long purple robes, shiny boots. Oh, God. Was that really necessary? I mean, come on. Do I not look like I'm having a terrible day already?
It's always necessary, and you're just a rando who just showed up on the boat. What do you think?
It's just that you crash landed into our boat.
Exactly. What they said.
Well, it's not exactly every day you see a ship like this in the sky. Aren't they usually supposed to be in the ocean? What's all that about?
Are you supposed to be on the ground?
Yeah, just because you see a flying ship doesn't mean you can just say, like, oh, I'm going to come over and land on here. What are you, a sky pirate or something?
He starts getting up to his feet and dusts himself off. Sky? Not quite, no. Of course not. And I was in the sky because of these beauties. Points down to his glimmering shoes. Made them myself. Was giving him a bit of a test spin. Went a little bit better than expected, but, you know.
Okay. Would you mind telling us who you are?
Oh, sorry, my mistake. My name is Dale.
Dale.
Just Dale.
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 And your names are?
None of your business.
Pleasure to meet you, none of your business. I'm not one to judge name choices. Is that custom here? How do you do, ma'am?
I'm not a ma'am.
Oh,
You want a
my
kick
apologies.
Again? Why are you trying to be
not.
smart?
Well, I am quite smart, actually, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, God, he's like Bob.
God, you're a fucking idiot.
Wait, Bob? Who's this Bob? He sounds like a reasonable man. Is he around?
You would wish.
I'm gonna go get Captain.
Okay.
I'm so tempted to charm this fucker right now.
I mean, Madeline is already walking over, like, what's going on here? And Dale immediately just like, Mademoiselle, it is a pleasure. Gracious of you to let me on board your vessel. Fascinating how it's in the sky and not on the ocean. That must be some powerful arcane works you have here. I'd be very interested to take a look.
Oh.
And she's just like, right?
Correction. We didn't let you on our ship. You crashed into it.
Then I guess luck was on my side, as it were.
I'm Frike.
Frike, fascinating to meet you. Yes, wonderful.
I'm gonna prepare Crown of Madness.
Okay. Let me just check something real quick.
Was
How
it
subtle are you trying to be?
Not.
Okay, so he looks at your hands as you begin, like, preparing, like, little bit of charm magic, hey? Well, I understand the pretenses, but there is no need. I don't mean anyone any harm.
So, if you have such fancy boots, why can't you just walk the plank and go away?
Well, I could, but I'm in the middle of a conversation.
With someone... Madeline, do you want us to, like, dispose?
What's the deal with the boots? And he looks, well, of course, my lady. These are boots of levitation. I've made them myself. I wanted them to be a bit spruced up a bit. I'd heard tale of some wild drink that you can, some sort of beverage that can cause fantastic magical enhancements. So I thought, well, that's got to be easy enough to make. So I had a go. Had a little bit of a conversation with a fella from the old Finegret Society over in Ethereon a little ways back, and I've been working on it ever since, and today was the test run. I think I just need to dumb it down a little bit. I don't think I'm supposed to be 30,000 feet up in the air, but I mean...
So technically you've made a bootleg then?
Sir, do you have any idea to whom you're speaking? Points at Rhódania.
Heavens no. Should I?
Probably.
You are speaking to the creator of the original drink that you attempted to replicate.
I should fucking sue you.
Okay. So, first of all...
That's like trying to reverse engineer something serious.
Something serious. That's such a good name. I'm going to write that down.
You're a fucking thief. You are a pirate. Guards, arrest him. In the order of Princess Flora.
Seize him.
You look around and there's no guards. There's just pirates. Just like... What? Well, I see we're at a bit of a social impasse here, so,
Social, more like legal.
Very well. Quite all right. If you'll just give me a moment, I'll grab a sending stone and I'll reach out to my lawyer, and we'll get this sorted out in a jiff. As he misty steps 30 feet off the deck of the ship and just begins falling.
Dies.
The last thing you hear is, "Blazes, why won't you turn on now when I need you to?"
Oh no.
Serves you right, you bastard.
As a awkward few seconds pass over the ship before Madeline says, "Well, don't know what the fuck that was, but back to work, everyone, back to work. Got places to be, things to do."
That would be, my dear, be what we call in the business a lawsuit about to happen.
Did we get his name beyond Dale?
I don't know, but looking at him now, flying over there, I guess you could call it a Dale Force wind.
Or dead.
Oh my god. Captain.
Well, what do you expect? I've been hanging around you lot for so long.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
You can't gift of gab that.
Oh, mate.
So, just to clarify, you'd rolled for the cloudy weather, and he rolled for a wizard trying out his homemade boots of levitation.
Okay.
I don't know when it turned into Gale of Waterdeep from Baldur's Gate, but I guess it just sort of naturally happened. That's the kind of thing he would do.
He would have been
Such
missing
a
one of
prick.
those boots. He would have eaten one.
True. That's probably what he's trying to do as he falls.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
But for the remainder of the journey, things seem to go okay.
I was so pissed off someone tried to bootleg fucking Wild Brew.
How fucking dare they?
Well, you know, when you make a name for yourself, it's what happens. You start seeing bootlegs all over the place. You know, you see the name Critical Role in Dimension 20, and then this, like, QuestJunkies comes up, and you're like, oh, God, what's the deal with those guys? Seriously.
Oh, God.
Like, come on. Anyway. Tangent aside. Anything anyone would like to go over on this second day, or would they like to skip ahead?
Fernie is just going to research copyright law.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Go ahead and
That's
give
what she's
me
gonna be doing.
an investigation or history check. As Tales of Initiative Raiders with 8 viewers. Hello, friends! Welcome on in. You just caught us as Fronia is going to roll for investigating copyright infringement. So, perfect time to join us.
18.
An 18? Okay. So, depending on where you are within the world of Rhódania, there are different aspects of copyright infringement law. You know how kind of like when an incident happens out in the middle of the sea, it's like international waters, so it's all kind of like,
off.
you know, being like 30,000 feet up in the air. It's like, it's
What
a
a
bit of a grey
wanker.
area. And that's where you get with an 18.
Not cool, man. Not cool. What a wanker.
Ain't got a leg to stand on, and neither do I. Oh, fuck me. Oh,
I mean,
well.
if he didn't get his boots working, he won't have anything to stand on.
Nope.
Dum, bum.
Anything from anyone else?
In the middle
Well,
of this research. Oh, go ahead.
Frike will slip a letter underneath the captain's door. Sometime in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Yep. And I'll write that and send it to you later.
Okay. As Frike delivers the latest fanfic.
I love it.
All right. Wes, did you have something?
In between the potential legal ramifications and research that goes into Feronia's potential bootleg competition, there is a subtle doom, doom, doom at her door.
Okay.
Um,
Come in, the door's open.
it's very much like this sort of mode, you know, like
This is new. You're doing research.
Well, yeah, someone's gotta. How you getting on? You got your sea legs yet? Or sky legs?
Yeah, I got them. I was gonna try and stabilize the dampening system on the new attachments. You wanna join me for some artifice goodness?
Well, if you put it like that, then why not?
You notice Wes looks exhausted at the moment.
Tired, are ya? Do you want some of the brown stuff?
It's just not sticking when you say brown stuff. It just makes it worse.
Okay. Do you want some brew? Do you want some coffee? What do you want?
Oh, actually,
Back on the
I had
face?
brew this morning. Should be good to go. Did you notice the ship had a little bit of a taper every now and then? It almost feels like there's a little extra turbulence.
I don't know. Is that something I would have noticed?
Give me just a straight perception check.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
So that's a 24.
Then I'll let you answer that, Wes, since it's not 20.
I'd say with the tips and tricks that you've probably picked up in your investigation of artifice, you'd say, having been on the ship before, you would have noticed something's off.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, something does feel a little bit off. Like, usually I can balance a bit, but no, I just feel like I'm just drunk all the time.
It's drunk all the time.
Oh my god, cover your mouth when you're yawning.
Sorry.
Fucking rude.
I know. I think? No, this is the first time I'm hearing it. So I think we might be able to stabilize the ride a little bit so that way it doesn't rock all the time in between, So we're going to see if we can't take a look under the hood and stabilize the ship a little bit.
All right, sounds fun.
Plus, this could be a nice pet project, something to add to your resume.
What kind of tools do we need? Need to bring anything in particular? To the mission?
Gotta diagnose the problem before you can fix it.
Well, you know, saves going up and down, but you're the expert.
So they say. We will approach Captain Madeline. I would like permission to go under the hood of one of the engines or one of the attachments that has been put on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you head back out onto the deck where Madeline is currently piloting. I'm sorry, you want what?
This is the kind of technology that I think it is. We might be able to stabilize the dampening system so that way you have a much smoother ride. And if we're going into choppier weather, that's going to help immensely in case one of your folks falls off the ship.
Make a persuasion check.
Yep. Gonna be a high roll. 22.
22.
Ooh.
You can see, like, she takes a few moments where she thinks about the contract that was signed, thinks about events on the past voyage,
Damn it.
looks at Feronia, looks back at Wes. Well, I suppose you weren't there last time. Feronia,
Hi.
can you vouch for him?
Oh,
I mean, he did lose our workshop at one point, but he found us. But that's besides the point. He's a lot smarter than I am, and he's very good. He's very good with his hands and making things, and yeah, I can vouch for him.
Okay, Madeline is going to insight check you on the workshop comment, because she was fine until she heard that. You just
I'm
load
just
up
playing to my
the
character,
sheet.
mate. Just doing it.
Hang on, while I load up the character sheet. I should have leveled her up, really. Okay. That's a 19. So you can either roll persuasion or deception, your choice. You don't have to say which.
Persuasion.
Okay.
I get advantage. Thank God. Then it's shit. I got 7.
Okay.
I got a 5 and a 7, so.
You lost a workshop? How did that happen?
You explain.
And then he's kind of like pushes him, kind of like nudges him. It's like,
You were there after all.
By the way, Miss Madeline, please never make Feronia your lawyer. I traveled to the Astral Sea and brought the workshop with me as a vehicle.
Okay. Well, here's...
Think of it. If we're in a pinch, he can take us anywhere.
Honestly, I'm just looking to get under your hood to diagnose that there's a potential way to do this. I don't actually know the system well, but you can take the recommendation and do with that information what you will. Besides, it takes my mind off of all the alchemical stuff.
She, like, takes her hand off the wheel. Flicks a little latch, which is like her putting it on cruise control, basically.
autopilot.
A little bit. She walks up to you and she crouches down so that she's eye level, and she just looks at you for a few seconds. When's the last time you had a good night's sleep?
One did we take off?
As I thought. I will allow you to look at the ship, providing you're supervised, once you've slept.
Yeah, I'll get on that. I'll write that down in my notebook. There's no notebook. He's writing to himself with his fingers.
What if he had a nap?
Dear, look at him. He needs a night's sleep.
I know. I tried telling him, but he doesn't listen. He's fucking stubborn.
It's men. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll work on that nap thing you requested, and I'll let you know.
Oh, it's not a request. I'm the captain. Captain's orders.
Captain, would you say that because he has to be supervised while working, do you think he should be supervised into making sure he sleeps?
Feronia, in your mind, you hear Madeline's voice telepathically as she reaches out with a message. Oh, I see where you're going with this. I'll give you a hand. As Wes, she looks at you and says, I think that would be of the uppermost importance. So for at least the next 24 hours, until you've rested, longer if it needs be, she's in charge. So you do what she says. You stay, you don't get out of her sight. She's the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Being a lawyer must be the most amazing job. You can get it wrong and still get promoted. All right. Well,
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like you're insulting me.
no, it's compliments to the chief and totally scratching that metaphor. He's just like, I'll get that nap thing taken care of, and then I'll come right back up.
Just one moment. Just one moment. You're very sassy, aren't you?
He chuckles and snorts at that comment.
She
I've
winks.
sometimes been told classy too.
She winks at Feronia and she puts her hand out and begins to cast a spell. Wes, how many hit points do you have currently?
77.
No.
77. Is this doable?
What are you up to?
Okay, I'm gonna just do this in D&D Beyond because it's a lot of dice. Bear with me 1 second.
This is what I think of.
What was it, sorry?
I'm a fierce.
77?
77. So with a roll of 79, there's a whoosh of energy as she casts sleep on Wes. And Wes, you just hit the deck.
You could have waited until he was in bed. How the fuck am I to get him cozies?
Oh, Feronia. I thought you wanted to get up close and personal with him.
Not that way.
Well, in whatever way you want.
Prefer him to be awake, thanks, but okay.
Oh, it'd be just like that for a little bit. But I said 24 hours. And it's until you decide he's rested enough. So.
Okay.
And with that, Feronia is going to attempt to drag Wes to his cabin by the foot.
I think Madeline watches you for a minute and then just like gestures for a couple of the deckhands to come over and pick him up and escort him with you.
Cheers, lads.
They're just like I mean, it's not often that Captain Madeline deputizes someone like that, so enjoy it.
Oh, I will.
So there you go. Yeah.
Make sure he's having a proper rest.
Let's look at the specifics here. It lasts. Oh, it only lasts for a minute. So, by the time. Well, I'll let Wes decide. As the minute ends, you've been returned to the room. You're on the bed. The spell ends. Do you wake up or do you stay sleeping?
I would personally say Frodo's fussing by putting a duvet over him and making sure he's comfy and shit. So.
Yeah. So you begin to stir, but do you wake yourself up or do you?
After Feronia puts the duvet on him, where is Feronia?
Just kind of sitting in a chair next to the bed. Like a little
Paying
stool.
attention or distracted by something else?
I'm going to roll for this. Odds, she's not paying attention. Evens, she is.
Okay.
She is. Got a 10.
Why is Wes sweating? You see his head start to shake a little bit. And with a quick jolt,
Good, are you okay?
Just going to rush onto the bed. Just going to sit next to him.
did you do that?
Do what? Put to sleep?
Yeah.
Madeline did. I'm worried about you.
Please don't do that again.
What, sleep? You need your rest, pal. You've fallen asleep before. You fell asleep on me the other night.
Yeah, that's what alcohol does to you.
What can I do?
I need to think. He kind of just props himself up on the bed and takes off his armor jacket. And you can see it's very strange how his heart, you can almost see beating out of his chest. Sort of skinny, and you see sort of the kintsugi marks. I just need quiet. And I don't need sleep to be quiet.
Okay, well, I'm staying with you, though. Whether you like it or not. I'll stay quiet.
Well, if you're gonna stay, I have work to do. So can you just...
No.
I don't know.
Need to... You know, Wes. I'm the boss.
Not
Fuck
for
the
this.
work. No,
Not
you
for
have
this.
you have to fucking listen to me.
Are you gonna make the voices stop in my head? I didn't think so.
I cast Charm
I have to
Person.
work. Alright, what save is that?
So that is a wisdom. You need to be at 16.
Nope. Oh, Veronia, glad you're here. Wow, I had the worst dream. I've had dreams every night, but that was the worst one. It's weird. It's like a power nap.
Just do me a favor. It's 1 hour. Rest for 1 hour, please.
No, I appreciate that.
And then we
But
can get to work.
No, I mean, I appreciate it, but I mean, now that you're here, I might have an extra hand. I need to I really need to get back to work. I can't sleep. I can't let the dreams win, Rhódania.
I know.
I have to get back to work.
I know, Wes, but please just do me this one favor. Rest for 1 hour. An hour can wait. Even if we just sit here together, okay? Do you trust me?
Yeah, of course I do, but I really can't sleep. You don't understand.
You don't have to
I
sleep. I'm not saying you have to sleep. Just sit here.
Oh, okay.
Just be, okay?
Okay.
Just be.
Okay. Okay, I can be, I think.
Feronia is going to place her paws on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like rest her head onto his forehead. And just keep saying, just be. And she's purring really loudly in a sense that, you know how cats, when they purr really, like they purr, that's them like trying to heal. I feel like that's her way of trying to heal Wes in some sort of way to help, but...
Just be. Okay?
I think I'll try. It's better than the voices.
Listen to...
Oh,
Listen to my sounds.
Trying.
And
Okay.
I feel like she just kind of like sits next to him and then tries to gesture, like, put your head on my chest sort of thing, if he wants to. And she's going to continue to purr if he does.
This is nice.
Yeah.
I haven't had this since... I haven't had this since my mom disappeared.
When did she disappear?
3 years ago.
Okay. Tell me about her.
Yeah. Oh, the best baker this side of the continent. That was great. Of course, now I can't hear her, so I guess that's kind of nice.
What about your father?
He's gone too. Just like my mom. Same thing.
Just out of nowhere. Any brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I told you about my sister.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just like hearing it from you.
Do you though? Why do you though? I know I said something really bad in the zone of truth, I think. Sorry for hurting your feelings.
Fine. I know you
How
didn't
long does
really
Charm
mean it.
Person? Sorry, how long does Charm Person go for?
Like Feronia said, 1 hour.
1 hour, okay. No, I really should apologize because I did. You really are fun, I mean that, and I think I'd like to get to know you a lot better, but I'm distracted, you know? I can't think about that sort of thing. Not right now.
Wes, sometimes you've got to remember, I know there's big things going on, but you also have to remember about doing things for yourself and kind of looking at the bigger picture and some things that are right in front of you. Okay?
I guess that's what happens when you find your family, instead of being born to it. It just kind of cuddles into the chest.
And she's just gonna like stroke his head and kind of like play with his hair. Just like,
Just be. Okay?
What if I don't know who that is?
Find out. I still don't know who I am.
That sucks. We should find out who you are.
And you.
Oh no.
At least I'd like to know who you are, really. You're a bit of a dark horse. Every time I feel like I'm getting to know you better, you push away. Or some sort of dark veil goes over you.
Rhódania, I don't know what she did, but now I have to tell you the truth. My little sister Avery, well, she's about to have a kid. I'm gonna be an uncle.
Lovely. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So wonderful. Wow.
That kid is going to be the sparkiest little inventor of toys one day. It's a shame, though, because in my family, we've never met our grandparents. And I'd like for this kid to be the first. Gnomes live for a long time, but our family, for whatever reason, we've never met our grandparents. I don't even know my grandfather, Poppycock, the namesake of the toys.
You never know, you might find your family. I found mine. Well, most of mine. I'm sure you'll find them again, and I'll help you. I promise.
Yeah, but if I do, then this journey ends. I
Not
need a promise to my
necessarily.
sister.
No, it won't end.
What do you mean?
I mean, just because one part of the chapter ends doesn't mean the whole story finishes. Plus, you ever heard of sequels?
Oh. Yeah, I heard most of them suck, though.
Yeah.
See, have you ever noticed why I go to bed so late and I wake up so early?
That's actually a good point. I'm going to roll perception. Perception, history?
Either or.
Okay. I'm making the dice tell the story today. So that'll be a 9. So not really. No.
Sorry, I'm usually asleep by the time, I just leave you working.
And I appreciate when you do, because it means you get to sleep. I try to avoid sleep because, well, that kid, their grandparents, I hear them every night. I don't get to sleep because I think about how they're not here. So I purposefully try not to sleep, so that I don't have to hear them. Truth is, it's not my fault. I blame myself for it. Because if I didn't, I would have no reason to go find them. I would think the universe took something from me and I have no right to ask for it back. But if I blame myself, it means I have a fighting chance. It motivates me.
Okay, but have you thought that maybe the dreams are getting worse and you're hearing them more and seeing them more because you're not sleeping and because you're not resting? Also, what about when you find them? You're going to be so exhausted you won't be able to even hug them or tell them you love them. You need to be strong for your family. You need to be strong for us, and especially you need to be strong for yourself. So please, do it for me, at least. I know I don't mean much to anyone, but please do it for me.
He kind of raises his head from her chest. Taps you on the cheek. Stop speaking such nonsense, would you? And before passing out, kisses you on the forehead. And like a sack of bricks, just falls asleep.
Okay. Gonna brush his hair out of his face. Make sure that he's comfortable. Put a blanket over him and I'm gonna follow suit, except she's gonna put her head on his chest and Nuzzle right in. Over the blanket, of course. Don't want any funny ideas.
All right. As the night takes over, Wes, give me a fate roll. DC, I'm gonna say 45.
$99.
99.
Sorry.
When would you say, how long would you say it's been since Wes had a night of sleep where those voices weren't there?
3 years ago.
As sleep takes you, your dreams, for the first time in a long time, are free of all of that. And they are what you choose them to be. So I'd like to ask you at this moment, where would Wes's dreams lead him?
There is the astral sea. He's not floating this time. When he was staying with Lady Irma, he built a skycarver model he called the God Catcher. A lot of the material was predominantly made of the Discourteous Rose. Now, having officially been on it, I think he can imagine it better. Captain Westerly Strider of the God Catcher is in the Vatican for the first time, feeling the wind against his face. There's a few shadowy figures that I would think are his crew. He doesn't know them all by name. I don't think he even recognizes faces. Standing at the bow, very elegantly dressed, is Rhódania. There's no words, but a smile exchanged. And his eyes, before the dream ends, fade into this blaze of a red giant star. Before I think he wakes up with Rhódania on top of him.
And I'll say with that roll of 99, Rhódania,
Hey.
you have the same dream.
Oh my god.
And you both wake up at the exact same time.
Rhódania just lifts her head without getting off him, just kind of looking up at him. Doesn't say anything but smiles.
I'm gonna kill you. And he smiles back.
I like to see you try.
And fail. Come on. We've got an engine to check out.
Are you sure you've rested enough? Let me check.
He starts like playing around with his hair and just kind of like checking his ears and just his eyes.
It's like, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Just does it with face.
I think you're ready.
You've got a fantastic diagnosis for a lawyer.
Oh, you know, I'm multi-classed.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're the
Jackal.
breadwinner? Shit, I should put an apron on. Give me a second.
Yeah, I know. So what's going to look after the kids? Come on.
Brim?
go and,
I thought Brim was older than us.
Shut up. Come on. Let's go and do whatever thingamajiggy you want to do to the boat.
Stabilize the dampening system.
Ladies first or age before beauty?
Beauty before age. Gestures you to the door.
Thank you.
Little curtsy.
So, as this new day begins, Wes, feel free to remove that point of exhaustion.
Done and done.
There's a strange feeling deep inside you at this moment, Wes. She's still trying to figure out. It's not uninviting. In fact, it's almost intoxicating. It's a feeling that you can scarcely remember. A feeling of peace. And you know that it will likely not stay, but it's good to enjoy it while it's here. You take that knowledge into the day.
There's a faint smile. Before we move up deck.
Okay. It's the dawn of the new day. Who's going to make our next roll?
I do.
All right. D100, pretty please.
Amazing. And while I roll this, I would like to flavor that Reese had the dream about sending last night.
Okay. Interesting.
83.
83. Let's have a look here. Okay. Please give me another D100.
94.
94.
Holy shit.
Can I get 100?
Okay. Interesting. As you all reach the deck of the ship, the skies are once again clear. The overcast storm has passed. But it's not as bright outside as you've now headed much further north. The first thing you notice is the biting cold that is up out on deck. But you do also notice just this beautiful glistening sight everywhere. just a very thin layer of frost covering the entire ship. It sparkles like starlight. But it is cold. It's a little slippy.
Reese immediately starts making a snow Asmar.
Nice.
Immediately. And it reminds him of home.
Amazing. You can see that everyone on the deck has got like big thick coats on, and Madeline's just dressed as she normally is. Like, she doesn't seem to be particularly bothered by the cold. But stands at the wheel as per usual. But for any of you that might have woken up a little bit groggy, the cold wakes you up well and truly as it hits.
Rhódania is going to... I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a little ball of flames just kind of in now her kind of like exposed beans. Sorry, my cat's just shown up. Hello. And it's just going to head over to Wes and just kind of gesture. It's like,
Can't see being getting a little bit warm?
Here, let me help you with that. Just take a little drop. And the flame actually turns purple.
Alright, show off.
Can't teach you everything. There's a few tricks you still have to see.
Yeah, I suppose you gotta keep me on my toes.
Beans. Toe beans.
Toe beans, okay, yeah, toe beans.
I know, that song gets in my head all the time.
So, out of curiosity, what's it like back home? Is it cold like this, or... Tell me about it.
Sometimes. Yeah, but, you know, when it was cold like this is gonna sound really embarrassing. We would actually break some warm bread and use it like mitts.
Oh my god, warmth and a snack. That's so clever. Do you think maybe they've got some in the kitchens?
I'm going to give you inspiration for that reference. Because I'm biased. It is a very, very biased reference for me. Please continue.
They wouldn't make it like my mom did, but we could probably improvise.
Yeah, I'm sure they might have some sourdough baguettes kicking about.
Baguettes, sourdough, be careful. No one makes a good sourdough. If they do, they're lying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you do with that purple flame then?
Oh, that's all completely aesthetic. I know you like the color, so figured.
You listen. Okay.
I can surprise you every now and then.
Oh, that's a first.
Is there any sort of like... Well, actually, no, that's a stupid question. Of course, there's stuff like torches and like a brazier kicking about the ship.
Yeah,
but I like to think that with the purple flame, Rhódania just kind of casts it on any braziers or like torches nearby, so there's a purple glow amongst the ship, as well as keeping everyone warm as well, I like to imagine.
So, there you go. Now it's all purple and warm. And now my hands are free, so should we go to the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Grabs Wes' hand, starts dragging him down.
Okay. As you begin to head down, well, first of all, anything from the other two of you?
Oh,
I have something, but
cut out. No, you can go.
If you have something, I'd rather you go first because I did a lot of talking today.
I think she might have found some parchment, maybe some envelopes, writing materials, and she would have written the letter the day before. Writing 2 to 3 more letters, but one of them in particular, she's going to take a modest handful of the snozzberry fruit leather and wrap it up into a bundle, put it in an envelope, and write a little note to Brim talking about how the journey's been so far and saying she hopes everybody's okay at the house, hopes the moms are okay. Does let Brim know that they heard from Connell, and signs the letter with love from Frank and the Wyld Ones, and seals the envelope, finds a way to tie the bundle together so that it's delivered with the snozzberry fruit leather. And yeah, keeps the other letter tucked away. Also slips another note beneath the captain's door.
Okay. It's like when you're at school and you're passing notes.
Yeah.
Okay. And
that's
Reese?
about it.
Reese kind of finishes up making his snow asmars. And as Fronia changes all the fires to purple, kind of thinks back on his and Fronia's chat the day before, 2 days before, about home. And with the goddess gifting him the ability to have access to a spell where he might be able to talk with his family again. He's going to go up into the crow's nest. If no one is up there.
Clear.
Kind of dust off an inch or so of snow from the crow's nest kind of railing. He'll pull out a little bit of copper wire that he found somewhere below decks. Kind of bend it into a quick crescent moon. He'll hold it. And he'll cast Sending to his little brother. Eclipse. It's Reese. Mist in the morning. It's snowing. There's purple fire. I'm looking at a mile in the sky on a ship. How's home? I miss you.
Okay. A few moments pass. The wait is tense. Doing this incantation for the first time, not knowing how long it takes to work, and it's not too long that a familiar voice creeps into your mind. You've not heard in a while. Mist? Okay. Most of that, I don't believe. But sure. Sounds cool. Home is home. Same old. Miss you loads. Don't be a stranger, okay? Love you, bro. That's it.
A tear falls and freezes on the railing. Pull out a little bit more. Not really believing that it worked. He's gonna send one to his mom.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. It's Mist. I'm flying on a ship going to somewhere I might not return from. I hope you and Dad are well, and I miss you. Love you.
Another few moments and you do get a response. Mist? Oh, I don't know how this works. So glad to hear from you. You'll return. I don't doubt that. Dad's been unwell, but he's on the mend. Stay safe. Love you to the moon and back.
And one more to his dad. And he decides not to and put it in his pocket. And he'll head down to the kitchen where everyone else is, hoping for food.
Okay. And just before you leave the top deck, you're in the doorway, you just turn to just get one last look over the deck at the world ahead. And now you have an amazing passive perception. And in the distance, you see this massive, massive snowstorm in the direction that you're heading. One that you'd been told about where Morganath is. You turn and you walk through the door. And the last thing we see as the session comes to a close is a shape off to the other side of the ship, silhouetted in the sky. It looks like an island. But floating. Like the Sky Carver. In the shape of a face. And as the ship begins to go past, the island turns and follows in the distance. And that is where we will close off for tonight. A massive thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight and to my wonderful players for some of the best role-playing I have ever seen at any table. You guys are fucking incredible, and it is a privilege to DM for you. I hope we get to do this forever. So, let's quickly go around the table. My friends, please reintroduce yourself, plug anything you've got to plug, and if at all possible, give us your favourite moment from the session. And we're going to go in reverse order today, so...
Thank you.
Right.
I am damaged.
Okay. Hi, friends. I've been Bridget, the Way of the Longest Shadowcat Monk Frike. When I'm not here Monday nights, you can find me Friday nights for our first Strahd campaign, Stradalicious. Every other Friday, you could find me over on Phoenix Iwaki's channel for Candlekeep Mysteries. When I'm not on stream, I'm behind the scenes writing away, usually doing something involving writing. And I have two favorite moments. I loved the conversation with Wes and Feronia. I was so looking forward to seeing how Wes was going to feel when the spell wore off, and it did not disappoint. And I was so intrigued by the mention of Reese's family, because we've never gotten around to that before. Exciting to get to that.
Out of his time.
Just the fun little
It's
details.
been 44 sessions. Might as well.
It's been a hot minute. Thank you so much. Speaking of, Reese.
Hi, friends. My name is Wyatt. You can find me as MM Wyatt or the MM Wyatt across pretty much all platforms. Things to plug. Same stuff as last week. I have a in-person on-stage TTRPG that I will be not starring in, but part of here in Eugene, Oregon, in 2 weeks' time. And then Tales of Novum 2, which will be coming out next year. I will be part of with Alec the Bard, Golden Arrow, and several other people as well. My content is also changing. So, like, it is official. Things are going to be changing. I'm going to be starting short films. I'm going to be writing a bunch of different scripts and stuff, and casting some roles, and, gonna have a lot of fun with that. It is high time for me to get out of this little funk I've been in. And then if you want to support me, in the chat is all of our links and link trees and beacons and campsites. It looks like you can go follow all of us there and all of my stuff as well. So my favorite moment... I have two. I really liked the Snow Asimars. That was... That was really cute. I love my RP when it surprises me. It's so good. And then the RP with Feronia and Reese. That was really good. It was needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you two make magic together.
Yeah, we do.
Sleepovers. I just imagine Art of just like combing each other.
Hey, I
Brushing
mean,
out each other's blowing coats.
I mean,
Yeah.
Charlie, you're in the chat. That's your speciality. So
We're all floofy. There's like fur flying everywhere.
Oh, it's like in Beauty and the Beast when he gets his like makeover and he has like a bow and everything. We both just have bows on our heads and just like,
you got your fur in curlers.
yeah.
One of us
And we
is like,
stay so floofy.
we're like working on our nails at the same time that the other is like brushing.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. For Feronia is in a severe need of a manicure, so bad time.
Thank you so much. Going up the overlay, Wes.
Friends, hi. I am 1/4 the reason why C is crying in chat right now, but I am also Mike, literally grim in chat. If you can't find me making obscure references here, you'll find me making obscure references every Wednesday out of the Abyss with Phoenix. I'm sure John doesn't get any of the things that I say, so you can wonder why I don't get inspiration in chat. You've seen the wonderful roleplay of Bridget, who is currently in Candlekeep Mysteries. You've seen the wonderful works of Wyatt, off to do amazing things. But more importantly, you can see the wonderful works of Mai and apparently me in a few weeks, where we go to Phandelver and below. Premiere's coming soon. So you want to check that out. I think it's, what, the 4th of November?
Yeah, I think so. I need help with my character sheet, Mike, so you and I need to have a chat. I'm useless, remember?
Well, Feronia and Wes have a in-session date. I will have an out-of-session date trying to make this character with Mai. So come check us out in 2 weeks and see Mai's amazing character. Sophia will also be there. You guys don't already love Sophia, which is what's wrong with you. Sophia will be there. Shaz is also there. So check it out.
Favorite moments?
Shit. You guys are disgustingly cute when it comes to roleplay, all of you, and this is why I like those tables so much. I do think the sort of sibling sort of reconciliation / character between Reese and Feronia was on point tonight. Chef's kiss. Also, too, just those nice little conversations about getting to know Reese's family a little more in an inadvertent way is just really nice to be able to see the perspective of Reese away from that moment. So sometimes 40 sessions is too long, but sometimes 40 sessions is not long enough. And the payoff was wonderful to hear some of that.
Truly was. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least by any measure, Rhódania.
Hello, I am Mai, aka Myra the Pirate. Tonight I played Feronia, the Circle of Stars, Feely's Druid Artificer. Yeah, just that. You can find me on social media as Myra the Pirate or Myra Pirate. Wednesday nights, I also am here in the Rhódania Chronicles. Not this Wednesday because things are happening this coming week. Just wait a minute. But yeah, usually I play Jimothy Brassfangs III, Esquire, the not so eloquent College of Eloquence, Kitsune Bard Rogue in the Rhódania Chronicles. Every other Saturday, as the lovely Mike mentioned, we're going to be part of Phandelver and Below, so you'll be able to see my little moody servant. Yeah, Soleil is going to be a fun time. And yes, the aforementioned reason why we're not going to be there on Wednesday, here on Wednesday, is because I'm going to be at Comic-Con with these schmucks. Me being schmuck number 1 extraordinaire. So I'll be there on the Saturday and Sunday at London MCM Comic-Con if you want to come and say hi. I'll be traipsing around that round area in London on Friday afternoon anyway, because I'm just overly punctual and excited. Also, I'm trying to make a comeback on YouTube and Twitch, especially recently. So keep an eye out for that. Watch the space. Favorite moment? Can I just say potentially the entire session? But if you really want me to be funny and say, yeah, okay, particular moments, there's probably 3. And I'm going to be, So it's really nice. The fucking dream with what's your character's name again? Wes.
What's your character's name?
I forgot it.
Because of my head, I was thinking W, and then I kept thinking Wyatt. I'm like, that's not his name.
Never changed my.
So the whole dream thing with Wes and the fact that he's breaking down his walls. However, me having to use charm person, so I was a bit scared. I was like, okay, do that. The potential sleepover with Reese. I was gonna say Wyatt. Reese and Rhódania. I'm tired. And then fucking hell, Wyatt again trying to make me. In fact, I did start crying. Calling your family, and then of course the whole backstory reason of not calling your father. But just the whole calling your family, and it was just it may have mushed a bit. And to be honest, we wouldn't be able to do any of these sessions without the rest of my table and lovely DM. And I just want to thank you for having me at the table, everyone, and being wonderful teammates.
We are the Wyld Ones. Thank you so much. And I've been Patch, your humble dungeon master. I've played everybody else. You can find us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, typically. This is the only stream for this week. As aforementioned before, we are taking Wednesday and Friday off because Wednesday, myself and some of our community will be heading down to London early because we're going to be taking a trip to Wildmount with Critical Role and their Mighty Nine reunion live show, which I still can't believe is happening. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you're at MCM London, you will see at least some of us there on whichever day you're on. I will be there on the Saturday and the Sunday. We are arranging some sort of meetup, so if you are going to be there and you want to come meet the QuestJunkies group, get some pictures with us, I'm probably giving hugs out. Keep an eye on our Discord and our social medias and stuff, because we'll be keeping you all up to date on all that. And any photos that we take are going to get featured in the break reel going forward. So
you realize we have to take some really ugly face photos then in that case.
Oh, I'm already planning on doing the It Is Wednesday, my dudes, one of yours. I want to recreate it.
Yes.
So there's that. Lots of exciting stuff coming up for the remainder of this year and the beginning of next year, which we'll get to when we have time. But for now, my favourite moment of the session. Oof, this might be one of the hardest ones yet to pick from.
Yeah, this was a good session.
Yeah, it was a good session. I think it was, if I have to narrow it down to a single one, it was the little connection that was already there, but always good to see it, between Rhódania and Reese. Just that little spark. It kind of feels like at times we've not seen a lot of it, but every now and again there'll just be a moment comes along and I just have to sit here and be like, these guys are fucking awesome. So all four of you are an absolute pleasure to DM for, so thank you for making this really easy for me, because I just have to sit back and and admire you all. So truly, thank you. And that does it for us. We're going to love you and leave you. We will see you next week. Keep an eye on the socials, because we're not entirely 100% sure just yet which day we'll be coming back. It might be Monday or Wednesday, but we'll let you know as soon as we can confirm it. In the meantime, just to finish off the emotional damage, we're going to go raid Josephine McAdam because I want to see Bridget's face when we do it.
Okay.
So do stick around. All love to you at home, and take care of yourself, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, friends.